Calm down, smash the like button, and carry on. So with that said, let's get into it.
Have you seen this? Wait, I'll show you again.
Calm down, smash the like button, and carry on.
I just saw this. Does this light up on all videos, or is it only reserved for some special channels? Does it light up when you say like, or like, subscribe, turn on the notifications? Or does it only light up when you say smash the like button? Anyway, cool. Hey folks, it's V. If they repeat the success of the previous cycle, the price of Bitcoin would reach $525,440 and Dogecoin $45.88. Wait, where are you going? Don't go selling your house to ape in this. Watch the video first. There is a lot of important things to hear. First, Bitcoin is still the king of cryptocurrencies, like it or not, with bull and bear market cycles alternating in line with its halving. The Bitcoin halving is an algorithmic event where, after the interval of 210,000 blocks, which is every 4 years, the block reward is reduced by 50%. After the Genesis block on January 3rd, 2009, when Bitcoin was created, after 210,000 blocks, which happened on November 28, 2012, the block reward was reduced to 25 Bitcoins from the original 50. Here is an interesting thing. The message Satoshi left in the Genesis block was The Times, January 3rd, 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks, which is the date and headline of an issue of the Times newspaper. Although the average time between Bitcoin blocks is 10 minutes, the gap between the zero Genesis block and the first block was 6 days. There are various explanations as to why this was so. For example, one explanation is that Satoshi launched the network on that day because he was particularly provoked by that newspaper story, but that the network was not yet ready. After that, it was thought that Satoshi continued to work and test, so when he finished, 6 days later, he deleted the test transactions but kept the Genesis block. Another theory is that Satoshi actually launched the network on January 9th, but that he mined the Genesis block with a timestamp in the past to match that news. A third theory is that because the block's hash is so low, it actually took 6 days to mine that block before the first block was reached. But whatever the case, it is clear that Satoshi created Bitcoin as a response to the centralized banking system, which, due to the monopoly it holds, combined with their greed and self-enrichment goals, has led people many times in history to lose their jobs, houses, and food on the table. Satoshi apparently thought it was extra irritating that governments bailed out the same banks every time with money taken from impoverished people. So after this original block reward of 50 Bitcoins, after the halving in 2012, the reward dropped to 25 per block. After the halving in 2016, the reward fell to 12.5. After the halving in 2020, the reward decreased to 6.25. And now, after April 20th of this year, the Bitcoin reward per block is 3.125. The basis behind the rise in price after the halving is a simple economic one, the relationship between supply and demand. If the supply decreases and the demand stays the same or increases, the price of the asset will increase. However, as you know, after each halving, the price of Bitcoin jumps, and with it the prices of other cryptocurrencies, and then it starts to drastically fall. For example, after the halving in 2016, when the price of Bitcoin was around 663, BTC rose and reached around 20,000 in late 2017. But then it dropped to around 3,400 in 2019. Then it peaked at $69,000 in 2021 and then dropped to around $16,000 in 2023. These drastic drops tells us that the growth of Bitcoin is not only influenced by supply and demand, but by classic speculation without any rational basis. Of course, the circumstances, the overall economic and political situation in the world also influence it. All of this leads to the fact that it's impossible to predict what the price of something will be in the future, and those who say they know are lying. For example, I don't know if you will buy Dogecoin now. Maybe even you don't know. Maybe you are sitting in front of your computer now and make a sudden decision to put all the money you have into Doge because that's the mood you are in. I can't predict your mood. so I can't predict whether the price will go up because of your purchase. Now extend this to the hundreds of millions of people who buy and sell crypto on a daily basis. If I can't predict the mood of one person, I certainly can't predict the mood of hundreds of millions of people at any given time. But most people are generally predictable when it comes to money. Or to put it bluntly, retails are generally predictable. They buy when the price rises, sell when the price falls. This is why most people left crypto in the bear market, and now those same people are coming back as prices have started to rise. Unfortunately, those folks always remain poor, because they do the opposite of what the smart money does. They should sell when prices rise and buy when prices fall. Now you see people popping up asking questions, what should I buy, how high Dogecoin will go, etc. Instead of being here all the time and buying Doge for 4 or 5 cents, they are buying it now at 10 times the price. But on the other hand, if everyone bought when prices fell and sold when prices rose, the market would look completely different. Because of this predictability of retail investors, historical data is often used to predict the future, although the future is never exactly the same as the past. So, we will use the data from the past to see what the price will be if people behave the same as before. If we take Bitcoin halving as a starting position and calculate what percentage of growth both coins achieved in the previous bull market, we can easily calculate what their price will be in this bull market, if they repeat the same success. Our starting position is the Bitcoin halving on May 11th, 2020. This happened at an aggregate price from all exchanges of around $8,400. From that point on, the price rose steadily and reached around $69,000 in the following year, an increase of 722%. Dogecoin price was 0.0025 on May 11th, 2020, and hit 74 cents in the following year, an increase of 29,500%. Okay, now we can use these numbers to see what the price of both Bitcoin and Dogecoin will be in 2025 if they repeat the same success. Bitcoin halving in 2024 happened on April 20th. The price of Bitcoin was around $64,000. When we add the 722% increase it achieved in the previous bull market, we get that the price of Bitcoin will reach $525,440 in 2025. As for Dogecoin, its price on April 20th was around 0.155. Adding the 29,500% increase, we get that the price of Dogecoin in 2025 will be $45.88. Well, this looks great. Keep in mind that circumstances are different now. First, both coins are bigger. Liquidity is tighter and therefore they are more difficult to move. Let's crunch some numbers to see this better. Bitcoin halving in 2016 was on July 9th at $663. In that cycle, in December 2017, BTC reached almost $20,000, an increase of 2,916%. This means that in the next bull market in 2021, BTC achieved a 4 times smaller increase. So that's the first obstacle in achieving the same success as in the previous bull market. Second, in the last cycle, governments gave stimulus checks to citizens, and a large part of that money went into investments. We don't have that now. Third, in this cycle, unlike the previous one, thousands of meme tokens are created daily, and this takes away a lot of money from retail investors. When we add to that the fact that there have never been more scammers, token creators and influencers who in coordinated schemes use meme tokens to extract liquidity from the entire crypto, we get that money is scattered everywhere, and consequently no coin token can gain such power as Dogecoin received in 2021. But on the positive side, we have the fact that never before have more institutions entered Bitcoin, and through ETFs brought BTC to the boomers, who by default are richer than the younger generations, hence they have more money to invest. Second, on a positive note, the new US government is crypto-friendly, and some Chinese companies have started accepting crypto, BTC, as a means of payment. China has banned crypto 1 million times by now, so the news indicated that some positive changes are happening there as well. So all things considered, we might be able to calculate a slightly more
calm down.
If we assume that the rise in Bitcoin price will again be 4 times less than in the last bull market, this means that BTC could be expected to rise 180% from the price it had at the time of the halving, and that's $179,200. If we approach Dogecoin in the same way, therefore 4 times smaller increase, that is 7,375%. In that case, the Dogecoin price would be $11.58. However, in 2021, Dogecoin was a specific phenomenon that had a forceful penetration into the top 10 currencies, and now that it is there among the biggest, I think it's unlikely that it will be able to go that high. Like, subscribe, turn the notification on. Oh, smash the like button.